Hello students, you are welcome in the lecture number 9 of a chapter of chemical kinetics in our Shardabai Power Mahila Mahavidyalaya. In the last lecture, we have seen the velocity constant of zero order reaction and half-life period of a zero order reaction. There we have derived the expression for K, integrated rate law K of zero order reaction and the half-life period of zero order reaction we have studied. And here we have to see graphical representation of zero order reaction. See, in short, in the last lecture what we have studied, we have seen that rate of the reaction minus dA by dt will be equal to K a raised to 0 because order of reaction is 0. So power exponent of concentration of reactant will be equal to 0. And we know anything raised to 0, anything raised to 0 is always 1. Therefore, this factor becomes 1 and K into 1 is nothing but K. So, we have seen this type of equation, d of A minus d of A will be equal to K dt. Taking negative sign on right side, it goes there. And then we have taken the integration from limits of time, initial time 0 to final time t. Here initial concentration A0 to final concentration AT. One rule of integration I have told you here, integration of dx is x. So in the similar manner, integration of dA is nothing but a, but from limits of A0 to AT, that is equal to minus KT. And this is finite limit. So finite integration, so it is nothing but AT minus A0 is equal to minus KT. This equation we have studied. Or finally we have seen reversed, this become A0 minus AT will be equal to KT. Signs are reversed there and K will be equal to A0 minus AT upon T. This is the equation for rate constant of zero order reaction. In the half-life period determination, we have studied whenever T becomes T half. What is half-life period? That is the time required to reduce half of the initial activity of a reactant. So if time T will become equal to half-life period, at that time this AT final concentration at time T will become A0 upon 2, and substituting AT by A0 upon 2 and T by T half, we have seen the equation K will be equal to A0 upon 2 T half, or half-life period will be equal to A0 upon 2K. So that is the expression for velocity constant of zero order reaction and half-life period of zero order reaction. Why I have repeated here is because I have to use this equation in the graphical representation of zero order reaction. This equation I have to use. So what is that equation we have studied in detail? It is the concentration of reactant at time t minus concentration of the reactant at time 0, that is initial concentration, will be equal to minus KT. That is the equation. Taking A0 on right side, see what it become. A0 whenever taken on the right side, it is AT will be equal to minus KT plus A 0. And now very simple, this is the equation of straight line with negative slope. This we can write as y. Suppose if AT is taken as y on the y axis, T is taken as x on x axis, minus k, it is nothing but the slope, negative slope, minus m, negative slope, and this is intercept on y axis, that is nothing but c. So y will be equal to minus mx plus c. This equation has a format of this straight line equation, y is equal to minus mx plus c, and this type of graphs we are familiar with, already we know those type of the graphs. So whenever here y is plotted as a function of x, slope is negative, so is this line, suppose this is line number 1 and this is line number 2, which could be the line for negative slope? Is it first line, first straight line, or second straight line? See, it is not a line passing through origin. A0 is there. If this is 0, then that is passing through origin. But this line y is equal to minus mx plus c, it is not passing through origin. It has certain intercept a0. So whether this is a0 first one or this is the a0 second one, which is correct? Since slope is minus k, it is not a first line. First line is not correct. It has a increasing slope, but the second one has a decreasing minus m. Therefore second line is correct. Intercept on y axis is a0. Instead of y, there we are taking the concentration at time t. Instead of x, that is plotted, concentration at time t is plotted as a function of time t. Slope of the line, this is nothing but minus k, and intercept on y axis is nothing but initial concentration of the reactant. See it once again. See it once again. This is a graphical representation of zero order reaction. See it once again. Graphical representation of zero order reaction. This is the equation we are getting while deriving the velocity constant k of zero order reaction. At is equal minus a0 is equal to minus kt. Reversing the signs or taking a0 on right side, at will be equal to minus kt plus a0. This is nothing but y minus m x, and this is c. So whenever y is plotted as a function of x, line has a negative slope minus m and intercept on y axis c. Instead of y, m, x and c, whenever at is plotted as a function of time t, we will get the negative line with slope minus k, and intercept on y axis is a0. This is the graphical representation of zero order reaction. Now examples of zero order reaction. This is important to identify examples of zero order reaction. Now see here, decomposition reactions are usually zero order reactions. Decomposition reactions are usually zero order reactions. Decomposition of gases, because decomposition of gases are favored in presence of certain solid catalyst. For example, ammonia gas, twice NH3 gas, ammonia gas on decomposition gives N2 gas plus 3H2 gas, and this reaction take place only whenever platinum catalyst is present. This decomposition reaction is known as zero order reaction. See, why it is zero order reaction? Had it been the case that this is not a practical expression, rate law equation. What is the rate law equation here? Rate of reaction will be equal to K into concentration of ammonia raised to 2. Usual, that is our general impression. But rate law is practical law. This is experimental equation, and experimentally it is observed that this is not 2 but it is 0. So what is the order of reaction? Zero order reaction, 0. If 2 is written here, order of reaction will be equal to 2. But this is experimental equation, and it is observed that practically it is observed, not necessary to by heart. It is not necessary to by heart whether it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is not necessary to by heart. That is always given. That is given because that is practical law. That is a practical law. Theoretically we can write 2 coefficient as exponent, but that is theoretical. But since rate law is experimental law, 2 is not present here, it is 0 experimentally. Therefore this reaction is zero order reaction. Means rate of this reaction is independent of concentration of ammonia. If it is 10 raised to 0 is 1. 100 raised to 0, that is also 1. 200 raised to 0 is also 1. 1000 raised to 0, that is also 1. So anything raised to 0 will be equal to 1. Therefore rate of this reaction is independent of concentration of ammonia. So it is known as a zero order reaction. Now why? Why it is not 2? Why it is 0? Because it is observed that this reaction is favored by presence of platinum catalyst. Platinum catalyst. See here, suppose this is a piece of platinum where ammonia gas is added. Millions of molecules are added, but some of the molecules get adsorbed on the surface of this platinum, and many molecules are there but they are not adsorbed. Adsorption, surface chemistry seen last year. Platinum is known as adsorbent. This is nothing but adsorbent, and ammonia gas is adsorbate. Here millions of molecules are present, but how many they are in contact with platinum? Only these molecules which are at the surface are in contact with platinum, and it is observed that only these molecules at the surface will undergo decomposition reaction, and remaining molecules not undergoing decomposition. After they are undergoing decomposition, next molecules are adsorbed on the surface. They are undergoing decomposition. After that, next molecules are adsorbed on the surface. So concentration at the surface always remain constant, and the molecules which are adsorbed on the surface, only they will undergo forward decomposition or breakdown reaction. There are millions of molecules present, but all millions are not undergoing decomposition. How many are undergoing decomposition? Only which are adsorbed at the surface, and remaining millions of molecules, they are not undergoing adsorption, they are not undergoing decomposition reaction. Therefore, those molecules which are only adsorbed at the surface of platinum catalyst, solid catalyst, only they will undergo decomposition, and remaining molecules are undecomposed. They are undecomposed. Therefore, rate of reaction is independent of initial concentration of ammonia. So it is known as zero order reaction. One more reaction, N2O, twice N2O, nitrous oxide. This reaction is also carried out in presence of the platinum catalyst. It is giving N2 gas plus O2 gas. This reaction is decomposition reaction. It also takes place in the same manner as that of this reaction. This is also favored only in presence of the platinum catalyst, because that platinum catalyst is acting as adsorbent. If the adsorbent is absent, decomposition reaction will never take place. Even though millions of molecules are there, these molecules will not undergo decomposition unless and until platinum is present. If the platinum is absent, no adsorption take place, no decomposition take place, and the rate of reaction is independent of concentration of nitrous oxide. Therefore, this reaction is also zero order reaction. So which are the zero order reactions? What is general impression? The reactions which are carried out on the surface of solid catalyst are known as zero order reactions, because even though millions of molecules are there on the surface of catalyst, but only those they are adsorbed at the surface, only they will undergo decomposition. So these are the examples of zero order reaction. Now let us see one more point here of just 5 minutes, that is pseudo order reactions. See here, what are pseudo order reactions? See here, one chemical reaction I am writing. The reaction is hydrolysis of methyl acetate, CH3COOCH3. This is ester, methyl acetate, liquid. On hydrolysis, for hydrolysis purpose, water is added. On hydrolysis, it gives one molecule of acetic acid and one molecule of alcohol. These are liquids. Now, had it been the case that rate law is theoretical equation, how we can write the rate law? Rate of reaction according to law of mass action will be K or maybe K dash into concentration of methyl acetate into concentration of water. This is 1, we have taken 1, so this is 1. This also we have taken 1, so here is 1. So what is the order of reaction? 1 plus 1 equal to 2. It must be equal to 2. But practically it is observed that concentration of water practically remains unchanged. Since water is taken in large excess quantity, water is taken in large excess quantity, therefore practically concentration of water remain unchanged. Concentration of water remains constant. Since this is constant, so let us consider it is equal to K double dash. What this equation become? It is rate of reaction will be equal to K dash into concentration of methyl acetate into K double dash. See, this is constant, this is also constant. Constant into constant, there is a new constant. Multiplication of two constants. Suppose 2 is constant, 3 is constant. Their multiplication is always constant. If there are two constant figures, multiplication of two constant figures is always constant. 2 into 3, it is always 6. In the similar manner, K dash is constant, known as rate constant. K double dash, it is the concentration of water, practically it is constant. So their multiplication is constant, equal to K. So this equation will become rate of reaction will be equal to K into concentration of methyl acetate. This is the final rate law. This is the correct equation for rate law using law of mass action. Rate of reaction will be equal to K into concentration of methyl acetate. And this is the practical equation observed. Now, had it been the case that rate law is theoretical law, this is correct. But we know rate law is always experimental law. Rate law is experimental law, experimental equation. Therefore, this is correct. Now, what is the order of reaction according to this equation? Here is 1, means order of reaction is this is equal to 1. If this is the equation, order of reaction will be 2, 1 plus 1. But which is the correct one? This is correct. So, practically, order of reaction is less than expected value. What is the expected order of reaction? 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. But practically, correct order of reaction is 1. Such a type of reactions in which molecularity is 2. 1 plus 1, 2 molecules are used. Means molecularity is 2. But order of reaction is 1. Such a type of chemical reactions in which molecularity and order of reaction are different. Molecularity and order of reaction are not in accordance with each other. Order of reaction is different than molecularity. Order of reaction is not same as that of the molecularity. Order of reaction is not in accordance with the molecularity. Such a type of reactions in which they looks to be higher order reaction, but actual order of reaction is less than expected. Such a type of chemical reactions are known as pseudo order reactions. So what are pseudo order reactions? The chemical reactions in which molecularity and order of reaction are different, or the reactions which looks to be higher order reactions but actual order of reaction is less are known as pseudo order reactions. What is the reason why reactions are known as pseudo order reactions? Because one of the component out of two components, one of the component is used in large excess quantity. Whenever one of the component out of two reactants is used in large excess quantity, it is observed that there is no practical change in concentration of that reactant take place. Concentration of that reactant practically remains constant. Since this remain constant, no change take place in the concentration term of this one. Therefore, it is zero order with respect to this component. and such a type of reactions are the pseudo order reactions. You got it? What is the reason? The reason is that one of the component, whenever used in large excess quantity, there is no practical change in concentration of that reactant take place. Therefore, even though reactions seems to be higher order reactions, but they are lower order reactions, are known as pseudo order reactions. So that is there about the pseudo order reactions. After this pseudo order reactions, the next part is temperature dependence or catalyst dependence. That part we will continue in the next lecture.